Australia's economic recovery could be gas-fired. The riches of the Gorgon gas field on the northwest shelf have already reaped two multi-billion-dollar trade deals. The one signed yesterday with China is the largest in Australian history. Federal ministers say that contract alone will have a huge impact on the budget bottom line. From Canberra, Emma Griffiths reports.
It may look barren now, but Barrow Island off the Pilbara coast is set to become a hub for Australia's next resources boom. It sits on the edge of the country's largest known gas field, and a joint venture between Chevron, ExxonMobil and Shell is poised to turn that gas into business and political gold.
This is the biggest project in Australia by a long, long way. In fact, one of the biggest projects been undertaken in the world.
Obviously, the benefits from this deal are huge.
The first sod won't be turned for months, but already the project is a record breaker. Australia has signed its largest ever trade deal to sell $50 billion worth of Gorgon gas to China over 20 years. Early estimates have that contract adding $6 billion to government coffers, and there's still a lot more gas in the pipeline.
Gorgon is not only the biggest project in Australia, it will do much to bring the nation out of the recession that has occurred.
We are on the threshold of an unprecedented expansion.
Now, we're hearing questions all the time about where is the money coming from? When are we going to move back into surplus? Just have a look at the impact of this single deal.
It's put a bounce in the government's bearing, and it left the local Liberal MP fit to burst.
I am sick of hearing this government pontificate about their creation of the wealth of the West.
I name the member for Kalgoorlie. I name the member for Kalgoorlie.
Barry Hass was kicked out, but then forgot exactly who he thought could take the credit for the deal.
One of the greatest exponent and promoters of LNG that the industry has seen in a long time, Ian McPherson, oh my God, my member for Broome, Ian Macfarlane.
6 other Liberal MPs briefly walked out in protest too.
The Liberal opposition hates good news.
It hates good news about the employment of Australian workers.
Stop talking the economy down and help us build the Australian economy up.
The government has seized on the Gorgon development as proof that the economy can survive the downturn and indeed thrive under Labor. And it's handed Kevin Rudd countless opportunities over the years ahead to trumpet a gas-fired recovery. The opposition has been left searching for evidence that the government has sinister plans for tax.
How can the Australian people trust this government with tax?
The fact is that the Liberal Party would rather see the country fail than investments like Gorgon proceed, Mr Speaker.
It's the earth to Wayne Swan. Come back to the question, please. The question is on tax, not Gorgon.
But Gorgon may be the answer to everything for a while yet. Emma Griffiths, Lateline.